The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Collins on 1st and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Looking to throw. Collins. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Collins. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Collins now off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Collins will get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Collins looking to throw on 2nd down. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Prescott now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 23. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Lions will take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Collins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Throwing is Collins on 3rd down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Collins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
first down. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on second down. Prescott eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a two-touchdown game. Detroit's offense ready to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Collins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Back to throw. Collins. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Off play action. Collins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A first down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Looking to throw. Collins. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Jags are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Prescott. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll look. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, Jacobs once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Operating from the gun. Collins over the middle. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now Collins throwing on fourth down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. 3 yards remain for second down. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To the air again, Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Detroit, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games, 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 games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You don't need someone to hold. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain.
Oh, I remember this.
But this I know.
That ages ago, wasn't it?
Life is but moments that come and go. This life is a path to infinity.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games, no swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the fades. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got only your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang to make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little